So apparently the most famous thing I've ever done on the internet was a silly video on TikTok about how to impress a Bodhran player. It's got something like 55,000 views at this point. Might as well make it 55,001. Here we go. After the video, somebody asked me about doing the that thing that sounds like you're going bloop 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 down a drum set toms. And so I just want to show you, it's not super complicated, but there's a little bit of a practice involved in getting the single-ended rolls down well. The first part of it is a single-ended roll, which is basically you're emulating that triplet bum, but you're doing it with one end. So it really is just a quick, snappy. So step one is just practicing that. Step two is your left hand. What you're going to do to get your left hand sound is make a cup like you're swimming with your left hand, and you want this edge to be fairly rigid. And then you're going to push that firmly against the head with a good amount of force. You can see it kind of pushes the head out a little bit when I do it. And where you're going to actually strike is, you can see on this drum in particular, is right inside the edge of that cup. So you're going to follow that down the drum. And you notice in the last one I just do a double-ended roll for it to be silly, but it's all being silly. But the combination of that edge, basically what you're doing is you're creating the edge of the drum. So if you think about the tone zones of the drum, you've got a fairly flat and open tone right in the dead center. In between you've got a very resonant area. Then right close to the edge, you've got that kind of sharp overtony sound. And what you're doing is creating another edge to the drum. So basically, my drum head is effectively this big here. Now if you just keep your hand in place, you'll notice there's kind of a shift in the quality of the sound as your hand moves past the midpoint of the drum. But if you stay with it, the sound quality stays pretty much the same all the way down, because you're still playing near the effective edge of your resonating space. So it's a combination of moving the left hand and moving the right hand with it to keep that relationship between the drumstick and the edge of your hand the same all the way down. So the two parts are that quick single-ended roll and moving your tipper strike zone to stay in line with the edge of your hand.